Hello, welcome to the Night Radio and Television Station, and I'm Katri. Here comes the local news. On April 16 in Hanoi, the Presidium of the Central Committee of Vietnam-Thailand Front held the third conference. This conference is organized to select and make a list of people from central agencies who are eligible to nominate for the 15th National Assembly. The third conference of Central Committee of the Vietnam-Thailand Front approved a list of 205 people in central agencies eligible for election to the 15th National Assembly. At the conference, 100% of the participants voted to approve the list of 205 candidates for a 15th National Assembly. The April 16 conference was also the final one, ending 3 rounds of negotiation process. The fronts at all levels have completed a large amount of work to contribute to the overall success of the election. On April 16, Đồng received 16,800 doses of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. This is the number of vaccines allocated by the Ministry of Health to prepare for implementation of the first batch of COVID-19 vaccination in the province. The 16,800 dose batch of COVID-19 vaccines has been received by the Pasteur Institute of Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City is transferred to the Center for Disease Control in Đồng Nai Province. This first round of vaccination in Đồng Nai will give priority to those who participate in the front line against the epidemic and are at high risk. Currently, the health sector is coordinating with local departments to review and accurately statistics the number of priorities for implementing the COVID-19 vaccination in phase 1. The Provincial Center for Disease Control will deliver the vaccine to the district health center at least 3 days before the injection. The Ministry of Education and Training recently announced the draft of the circular amending and supplementing a number of provisions of the regulation on the organization and operation of the Language and Information Technology Centers. According to a new circular, if a teacher who is a foreigner teaching a foreign language and that foreign language is teacher's mother tongue, he or she must meet the standards such as having a college degree or higher and an appropriate language training certificate. As for a teacher who is a foreigner teaching a foreign language, but that foreign language is not her or his native language, he or she must have an associate degree in language teaching or higher and appropriate language training certificate. Teachers also need to have a language proficiency certificate from level 5 or higher according to the 6th level language proficiency framework used for Vietnam or equivalent and an appropriate language training certificate. On April 16, under the presidency of the First Secretary of the Communist Party of Cuba, PCC, Army General Raul Castro, and President Miguel Diaz-Canel, the PCC 8th Party Congress opened at a conference palace in La Habana. The first plenary session of Communist Party of Cuba, held every 5 years, opened with a speech by the second secretary of PCC Central Committee, Jose Ramon Mercado Ventura, after a documentary video commemorating leader Fidel Castro. Speaking at opening session, Mr. Raul Castro said he would resign as the party top leader after 10 years in office. He stressed that he was pleased to give the leadership of the country to a group of prepared, experienced leaders in the transition from the base level to positions of high responsibility. The Russian Foreign Ministry on April 16 said Moscow positively evaluated the White House proposal to hold a summit between President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Joe Biden. The Russian Foreign Ministry said, "We have been aware of a statement from President Joe Biden addressing his desire for a stable, constructive, and predictable relationship with Russia, particularly the offer to host the Russia-U.S. summit. Moscow positively evaluated the U.S. proposal and is under consideration. On the same day, Russia announced it had decided to ban a top U.S. incumbent and retire officials from entering Russia. Moscow will also ask 10 U.S. diplomats to leave the country in retaliation for Washington's similar decision. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.